Umefanya kalaipo? Thank you so much. The name's Yolanda Mulwa. The show is Sugar and Spice, a little sweet, a little spicy. It's all about the 90s, but Wandia there took us on a little detour with that song because it's not from the 90s, but we're heading back to the naughty 90s in a short moment. What do you want to listen to? As long as it's from the 90s, it's high tempo because we're in a good mood and it's a party all day, every day here on SpiceFM. And yeah, do tell at SpiceFM KE, at me as well, at Yolanda Mulwa. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with your money? Are you planning or saving for a procedure? Plastic surgery is on the rise in our country. Why do you think people alter their bodies, and would you do it yourself? What's driving this trend really? What is driving this trend really? And if you could, because there's people, I've said, and I've been honest, I opted out of answering the question. I said, I'm too broke to have this conversation. But let me talk to me when I have money, probably. Yeah. What would I want to choose? You're asking. Probably deal with the midsection that everyone is having an issue with. But I would do this if all else failed. I don't have a problem with going to the gym. If my trainer Tony is listening to this, he's laughing. Do you know how I used to cuss him out? The whole gym is like, oh my God, potty mouth. When I'm tukana home, say my friend, I'm like, you cannot push me around and I pay you. Yeah, no, but I would try a dietitian. I would try Pilates. Maybe I don't like the weights. I would try different things, obviously, if I had a lot of money at my disposal to work on my appearance. The diet bit, all those things before resorting to going under the knife. That would be like the last thing. Because I know if you go to the gym and you earn your body, oh my God, I don't even know who's going to stop me, because there's no clause in my contract that says, Yolanda, you can't do your mid-morning show in a bikini. Hey! Masaku is going to be trying to cover me up every day because I'll just be coming here with a tumbo cut. Unakumbuka, I know you're calling it something else lately, but me, I'm a 90s girl. We call it tumbo cut. So let me read some of your messages and see what, where your mind is at on this conversation. Yeah. Are you redesigning your own body? Are you telling God you made a mistake and I know how to make the corrections? Let's read what you had to say. Fiona David says, no, hold on. No, it was Anthony Madenge. How y'all doing, Soul Nation? I second the request. You did. Okay, you made me start the show again at midday. Good Lord, you're such bullies, but I love you still. Steven says, Yolanda, we will learn when, one, we are duly informed, which politician will scatter by any means necessary, then have working institution. All involved are at the beck and call of power that be offenses to have consequences. Are you talking about the by-elections? Because I was like, sit and discuss liposuction. Na fat transfer. Anthony Madenga says, Miss Yolanda Mulwa, taking the plastic surgery would only be up for consideration after a figure damaging accident. Okay, so for medical reasons, such as a fire scar on a public part of my body. Okay, I like that. So you would only go under the knife if you needed to, Anthony. Okay, that's a noble view. We are very self-confident. I like it. Steven says, no, wouldn't, but years ago I would have. What those dear and close say about your appearance has a huge impact on you. If you will consider doing surgery and also add societal expectations and the environment one is in, #Sugar&Spice. So do you think these are people who grew up being told certain things about their bodies by their family members, and then it kind of stuck and then formed like an opinion or a dislike for certain parts of people's bodies? Kipto Master says, no way, that's an insult to your creator. God for me. Who had a conversation with him? What's his number? 90s music, thank you. The girls and boys of the 90s are economic leaders in Kenya. 50s to 78. We are the mischievous little leaders of this country. 254. Good afternoon, Yolanda, Christine, and Edwin. Thank you so much. You're listening from Kerio Valley, Chebiemit Village to May. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's check out Facebook real quick and then we can listen to some audio. Edwin speaks to most of you and then asks you that question, the questions that we're having in the studio. So this is what you had to say on the socials. Jackie Soni Khadija says the reason why people have plastic surgery is because self-esteem issues. Where? Let me nasema it's because I'm broke. That's why I've not had any work done. We to repeat ini nini kiget do. Sindio? Sure. Job Mutembe, thank you for listening to the show. Levi Moja says you're listening from Busia Obekai, Nasimba Simon. Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you as well. Thank you for making the time for us. So let's get some audio, some opinions of your audio, and the conversation continues on the socials at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hold on. On the short code 40127, I didn't check it out. Wandia says, on What Around Town, I think they do it for self-esteem, but I've seen images of procedures that went awfully wrong, so I ain't going under the knife. I like that. Ronnie says, I would go if I needed, just like what Anthony said. If you had like an accident that affected a part of your body that people saw. Is it, so you're saying it's purely just vanity, in short, because it feels like that's what you're getting at. Anyway, the conversation continues on the socials at SpiceFM KE, at Yolanda, Mulwa. Let's talk.
Would I do it? No. Why do I think people do it? Because people are not comfortable with who they are. So they think what they've seen do is the best, you know what I mean? So it is not being comfortable and thinking that what you see on the internet makes sense. So yeah, personally I would not do because I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm beautifully and wonderfully made. The Bible says so.
I think why many people do plastic surgery on their bodies in especially this social media age and this era or in this generation is because they really do not know who they are. If you really have if you really have a full identity of who you are and especially who you are in God, not in the eyes of the social media or other people, you'll be comfortable with how God created you. And would I do it myself? No, I wouldn't do it at all. Yes.
I think actually it's on the rise. That's true, and reason as to why people alter their bodies because, like, let's talk about, let's say, ladies. You see nowadays, men, they look at nyash, yeah. So if you don't have it, then more definitely they won't talk to you, yeah. And then also ladies nowadays, they look at men with muscles. So if I can't get someone, I'll definitely go for it, and I can have muscle, so that I can have muscle, and then maybe I'll have someone. So I'll definitely do it, and people do it to attract others. Yeah, I think that's why.
Now, people do plastic surgery generally to fit in, as in to look good. You feel you're like off the cuff when you don't have a given physique. So somebody want to do it, but especially it's being done by women mostly. But of late, men have started getting into it. But then men do it because they would want to look good, but do not want to go the hard way of going to the gym every day. And so this is the shortcuts that are people coming into. But generally, the word is just trying to fit in. Now, personally, I would not do it because I would definitely choose the long way. No, sweating, yes, I would not do it.
Sugar and Spice.